I'm about to destroy everything you've been told about language learning. You've probably heard things like, you need to study grammar for years before you can speak, or children are naturally better at languages than adults, or you have to live in a country to become fluent. Here's my first brutal truth. These are all lies designed to keep you paying for courses that don't work. Today, I'm going to expose the 7 biggest myths in language learning and show you the AI-powered methods that actually get results. By the end of this video, you'll understand why you've been struggling and exactly what to do instead. But first, smash that subscribe button, because I'm about to share some controversial opinions that will probably upset a lot of language teachers and app developers. They don't want you to know this stuff. Let's dive in. Myth number 1. You need perfect grammar before you can speak. This is the biggest scam in language education. Grammar-first teaching keeps you trapped in textbooks for years instead of actually communicating. Hot take, number 1. Grammar rules are descriptions of how people speak, not prescriptions for how you should speak. Native speakers break grammar rules constantly and communicate perfectly. You're trying to follow rules that don't even exist in real conversation. Here's the truth. Children learn to speak before they know any grammar rules. They acquire patterns through exposure and use. You should too. The AI method that actually works. Instead of studying grammar tables, use this prompt. Let's have a 15-minute conversation in language about topic. Don't teach me grammar rules, just correct my mistakes naturally and keep the conversation flowing. This approach teaches you grammar in context, the way your brain actually learns patterns. You'll internalize correct structures without memorizing rules you'll never use. Real example, instead of studying conditional clauses in Spanish, have a conversation about your dream vacation. When you say, si tendré dinero, voy a España, the AI naturally corrects. If you mean, if I have money, I'll go to Spain, it should be, si tengo dinero, iré a España. The present tense in the if clause shows it's possible. See how much more effective that is than memorizing conditional conjugation tables? Myth number 2. Children are naturally better at languages than adults. This myth makes adults feel hopeless and creates a convenient excuse for slow progress. Hot take. Number 2. Adults are actually better language learners than children when they use the right methods. Children take 5 to 7 years to reach academic proficiency in their native language. You can do it faster because you have developed cognitive abilities, pattern recognition, and learning strategies that children don't have. The real difference? Children get massive amounts of comprehensible input and aren't afraid of making mistakes. Adults get textbooks and grammar drills and are terrified of sounding stupid. The AI method that actually works. Use this prompt to get childlike immersion. Create a 30-minute daily immersion plan for language using podcasts, videos, and conversations. Make it fun and varied, like a child's natural language exposure. The AI will design activities that mimic how children learn, through stories, games, music, and natural interaction, but accelerated with your adult cognitive abilities. Myth number 3. You have to live in the country to become fluent. This myth sells expensive study abroad programs and makes people delay their language learning indefinitely. Hot take. Number 3. Living in a country can actually hurt your language learning if you're not prepared. I've met people who lived in Spain for years and still couldn't have a complex conversation because they only interacted with other English speakers and ordered food in broken Spanish. Meanwhile, I know people who reached fluency without ever leaving their home country because they created artificial immersion environments. The AI method that actually works. Create virtual immersion with this prompt. Design a complete immersion environment for learning, language without traveling. Include podcasts, YouTube channels, conversation partners, and daily activities. Make it as comprehensive as living in the country. The AI will create a structured immersion plan using digital resources that's often more effective than random exposure in a foreign country. Myth number 4. You need expensive courses and tutors. The language learning industry wants you to believe that quality education requires paying hundreds or thousands of dollars. Hot take. Number 4. Most expensive language courses are just fancy packaging around outdated methods. They use the same grammar translation approach that's failed for decades, but with prettier graphics and higher prices. I've seen people pay $2,000 for courses that teach less effectively than free AI conversations. The AI method that actually works. Get personalized tutoring for free with this prompt. Act as my personal language tutor for language. Create a curriculum based on my goals, specific goals. Give me daily lessons, homework, and progress assessments. This gives you everything an expensive tutor provides: personalized attention, curriculum design, progress tracking, and unlimited availability without the cost. Myth number 5. You have to start with beginner textbooks. Language courses love to keep you in beginner materials for months or years because it's easier to create and keeps you paying longer. Hot take number 5. Beginner textbooks are designed to make money, not create fluent speakers. They're filled with useless phrases like, "the pen is blue," and "my aunt has a cat," that you'll never need in real conversation. Instead of starting with artificial beginner content, you should start with real content that's slightly above your level. The AI method that actually works. Jump into real content immediately with this prompt. Take this article to video to podcast in language and adapt it to my beginner level. Simplify the vocabulary and grammar, but keep the content interesting and relevant. This way you're learning real language from day one, just simplified to match your current ability. You're building toward actual fluency instead of textbook fluency. Myth number 6. Immersion means sink or swim. Many people think immersion means throwing yourself into native-level content and struggling through confusion. Hot take number 6. Random immersion without support is just frustration disguised as learning. Listening to native podcasts when you're a beginner doesn't make you learn faster. It makes you want to quit. Real immersion means massive amounts of comprehensible input, content that's challenging but understandable. The AI method that actually works creates supported immersion with this prompt. I want to watch specific movie show in language. Create a viewing guide with key vocabulary, cultural context, and comprehension questions. Adjust the difficulty for my level. Now you're getting real native content with the support you need to actually understand and learn from it. Myth number 7. Motivation is enough to succeed. The self-help crowd loves to say, "You just need to stay motivated," but motivation is unreliable and fades quickly. Hot take number 7. Motivation is overrated. Systems are everything. Motivated people who use bad systems fail. Unmotivated people who use good systems succeed. Instead of relying on motivation, you need a system that works even when you don't feel like studying. The AI method that actually works. Build an automated learning system with this prompt. Create a foolproof daily language learning routine that takes exactly 20 minutes and can be done even when I'm tired, busy, or unmotivated. Make it so simple I can't fail. The AI will design a minimal effective dose routine that builds fluency through consistency, not intensity. The real truth about language learning. Here's what the language learning industry doesn't want you to know. Brutal truth. Number 1. You can reach conversational fluency in any language within 6 months using AI-powered methods, but traditional courses stretch it to 6 years to maximize profits. Brutal truth. Number 2. Grammar study is mostly useless for communication. You need pattern recognition through massive input and output practice. Brutal truth. Number 3. Perfect pronunciation is overrated. Communication is about being understood, not sounding like a native speaker. Brutal truth. Number 4. Expensive courses often use worse methods than free AI tools because they're designed for profit, not effectiveness. Brutal truth. Number 5. The hardest part isn't learning the language. It's unlearning the myths that hold you back. Now, I know what you're thinking. These AI methods sound amazing, but I'd have to manage all these prompts manually and remember exactly what to say every time. That's exactly why I want to tell you about vivalingua.ai, the platform that makes all of this effortless. Instead of copying prompts and managing multiple conversations, Vivalingua gives you a complete language learning dashboard where all these AI methods are built in as one-click tools. Want to practice conversation with natural corrections? Click and you're connected. Need comprehensible input at your exact level? It's generated instantly. But here's what makes Vivalingua truly different. It remembers everything and gets smarter about helping you. Your mistakes, your progress, your interests, your goals, it all builds into a personalized learning profile that makes every session more effective than the last. Hot take number 8. The future of language learning is AI-powered personalization, not mass-produced courses. Vivalingua gives you that future today. I've worked with the Vivalingua team to make sure these methods are implemented exactly right. No watered-down versions or simplified features. This is the full power of AI language learning in a user-friendly package. Check the link in the description for a special discount I've arranged for viewers of this channel. You can try it free for 14 days and see the difference for yourself. My challenge to you: don't let these myths control your language learning journey for another day. Pick one myth that's been holding you back and use the corresponding AI method to break free from it. If you've been stuck in grammar textbooks, have your first real conversation today using AI. If you've been waiting to live abroad, create your immersion environment at home this week. If you've been paying for expensive courses, try AI-powered learning and compare the results. The language learning industry profits from your confusion and dependence. But now you know the truth. You have the tools. The only question is, what are you going to do with them? Hot take number 9. Most people will watch this video, feel enlightened for 5 minutes, then go back to their ineffective methods because change is uncomfortable. Don't be most people. Your fluent future self is waiting. These myths have held you back long enough. If this video opened your eyes to what's really possible, smash that like button and subscribe for more content that exposes language learning lies and shares methods that actually work. Drop a comment and tell me, which myth surprised you the most? What's been your biggest language learning frustration? Which AI method are you going to try first? I read every comment and often create videos based on your questions and challenges. Remember, the language learning industry doesn't want you to succeed quickly, but I do. Stop believing their myths. Start using methods that actually work. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, where we dive even deeper into the psychology of rapid language acquisition.